there, it's Emma from Emma's Cards Paper Crafts. Today we're going to take a look at the Christmas Ornaments Kit. So this kit actually makes 9 ornaments of varying sizes. I think there's 6 big ones and 3 small ones. You will need a hot glue gun for this one, which I since found out, but I have just looked at my hot glue gun and we are ready to go. So hoping my glue doesn't go everywhere while I'm waiting. So we're going to start off with number 1. Not sure which designs are supposed to be the big ones and which ones are supposed to be the small ones. I think number 1 must be the small ones. Yes, number 1 is the small ones. So we're going to make 1 small and 1 big, I think. And my glue is getting everywhere at the moment. So we've got 1 big hoop out. They are metal hoops, they're quite heavy and a good weight, and 1 small one out. We've got our gold string here. Right, I am going to have to get a wipe of some sort because my glue is running down my glue gun. Well, I was trying to heat it up before we start. So, let's just quickly clean up the little bit that's leaking out. And then we'll quickly have a look at our instructions to see how many of each thing we need. So we're going to need 1 bow and 2 pine cones for this one, for the small one first. So 1 bow and 2 pine cones. I'm going to go for 1 big one and 1, is it 1 big one, 1 little one? They're both the same size. I feel like it's going to be, let's have a look at the others. See how many of each we've got. I feel like it's 2 little ones for the little hoop. Then we need 1 big and 2 little for the big hoop. We need some red berries as well. And that's out of all of those bitties and bobbies. And we need to pop all of our bits and pieces. So, we're going to need 1 for the big green leaves. For the big one. It's 1 of these green ones. Oh yeah, it's green on both sides, that side. So we need 1 green one for that big one there too. Then we're going to need 1 of these for the small one. It's just a case to go through every single sheet and pretty much take 1 of each. We've got our glue dots and dimensionals there. We need 1 of these for the big one. Oh, hang on, we've got big ones and small ones of these. We do. So it's going to be a small one of those I need, not a big one, isn't it? So that'll be a small one instead. Put that one back there, that one there. And then we need the crossed spriggy bit for the big one. So I thought these were pretty cool, and I'm actually going to put them on my Christmas tree this year. Normally we do blue and silver on our Christmas tree, decorations wise, but I feel like this year I might swap to gold and green. and just get some new ones. So that one goes on that pile. So I think I've got all of the things for that pile, and I need this one here for the small one. There we go. I think that's all the bits and bobs we need. So let's just pop those to one side. Find a little spot to put those a minute. So this is what I was looking at. This is the guide that tells you all the bits you need for each one. Actually, I've forgotten to get this bit out. I need to grab this bit. So that is this green one here. So this is all of the bits for number one. So there's 3 different ones to make, but we're just going to make number 1 and 2, depending on time. I'm trying to squeeze this in before I do the school run. And I feel like these might take a little while to actually make as well. So we need to measure our string, which is going to be fun. I'm going to have to do it on my thingy board. So we need approximately 18 inches of string for number 1. Just carefully push number 2's little pile out of the way. This is number 1. So 18 inches of string. So my board is just over 12 inches wide. So let's find the end of the string. This is going to be the fun bit. Is that the end? I see a fluffy bit sticking out, but it is an end. Right, so I'm just going to measure, so that's 12 inches. So 18 inches is roughly there. And guess what? Buried my scissors in front of me somewhere. There we go. So I'm going to give myself a tiny bit more than 18 inches because, yeah. And then for number 2 we need 18 inches again. So 12 plus another 6 and a smidge. Right, so that bit's for that one. So I can pop this off to the side now. Pop it back in its box. Actually, would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Don't need the rest of those. Don't need the rest of those. So pop those all out of my way. I don't need my trimmer anymore. I was just using it for a ruler. So let's get into the instructions. So we're going to take our hoop, our string, which you need to fold in half. Oh, first we need to put 2 glue dots on our ring. So glue dots is right here. I think that's just to hold our string in place. So I'm going to put one there and then one directly below it. Like so. Give those a careful wrap around. As I wrap them around, the paper will peel off of them. So yeah, we're going to take our piece of string, fold it in half. Then we need to make a loop around the bottom. Put it through the loop. Put it tight like that. And then we're going to tie it around the top. So you want one piece either side. And then we need to tie a knot up here. And this is where the glue dots come in handy, because they hold your string in place for you when you're tying. So right about there. Don't want to tie it too tight because it will just slip off the side and that will just be annoying. And then knotted there. And then we're going to carefully knot the top of these. So that is the string part of it. There we go. Hold that like that. So step number 2, we're going to use lots of dimensionals. And I feel like it's just to fold it in half. It doesn't show this white circle, so I'm assuming that white circle goes on the inside. So we're probably going to put our dimensionals around here. It says to use a dimensional at the top and bottom. So that it holds onto your string. It says to put 6 on here, but I feel like 4 is more than enough. Let's do 5 actually and put 1 more in the middle, just so it's got extra to hold on to. And then peel those, put those straight in the bin. Peel that. And oh, my glue gun is leaking again. Okay, don't want hot glue on anything, do we? Right. So we're going to lay this. No, we need to tuck this half through first, don't we? Tuck that half through there. We're going to lay our ring straight on there, and then I assume we're going to fold that close like that. So that's step 2, yep. So our circle is in our ring. Step 3, we need to add on our leafy bits. It says to use dimensionals on these, so we need to put 2 dimensionals on the back of this one. So facing that way. So we're going to put, I swear the directions here have used mini dimensionals, but they give you proper sized ones in here. So if we look at this diagram, so this leaf and here, I'm probably going to put a dimensional here and here, because I know they'll definitely be on, and maybe, let me figure this out. Yeah, it's on the back of this leaf and here. Because there's no way that I would fit 2 big dimensionals there. Like 1 big dimensional doesn't even fit there. No, we're going to have to chop it in half. I think it was supposed to have had mini dimensionals in this box. So we're going to cut our dimensionals to the size we require. And we get 1 more, cut this one in half as well. And stay close to the centre of these leaves. See if I can fit this little one just on here. I'm going to peel these. And then stick here like that. And the next bit, see it says to put 1 big dimensional here. But I feel like I'm not sure a big one's going to fit. No, it's not. So, I'm going to put half a dimensional there. And we're sticking that on top of this one here. And then what we need our glue gun for, we need to put hot glue on the back of the bow and each of the pine cones. Let's do the back of the bow first. Alright, so this is the front of the bow. I like this side of the bow. Yeah, I like this side of the bow better. So here's my handy dandy glue gun. Oh, that came out rather quickly. Come on, stop dripping. Now I've got to balance it again because my glue gun doesn't have a little stand or anything to stand it in. And this bow goes up here. Just going to hold that there a second. we're going to put each of our pine cones just here like this. So, oh no, I've got a little web of hot glue going from between things now, where it's stuck to something. Right. I'm not really one for using hot glue. I feel like me and hot glue are dangerous. I normally end up burning myself. And then one more pine cone. Oh, that was really a big bubble. I feel like I should put pine cones on first and then my bow afterwards. But we didn't. So we're just going to go with the flow. I'm trying to balance my hot glue gun again. There we go. So there's our first one. So it would be pretty difficult to stick these without the hot glue. I feel like dimensionals or glue dots just wouldn't cut it. And there we go. Our first decoration. And now let's go on to number 2. So these kits do come with super easy to follow step-by-step instructions. Here's our big hoop. So you can just about tell they've got joins in the hoop. So I've been putting the join at the top so it's hidden by the strings or whatever. But for this one actually, you've got a thing that goes right across the side. So it'd be hidden behind the bit that goes across the side if we put it that way. Let's get our glue dots on, top and bottom. So by the way I know it's glue dots, as glue dots are signified with a black dot, dimensionals are signified with a white dot, or a white hexagon. That's the word I was looking for. But it's good how easy and simple the step-by-step instructions are to follow. So again, we're going to get our string around the bottom. Let's do it off to the side to start with to get through, because my nails are getting quite long now. I did have them done just over a week ago, and they've just grown so quickly again already. So there's that string stuck outside. What's stuck? I feel like this is the hardest part of it, is tying a string on to begin with. Okay, that is definitely the trickiest bit. So now we're going to take our circle again, and we're going to put our dimensionals on the inside of this. Again, I think we're going to go for 5. So and 1 in the middle. And then, right, we will get this semi-straight. That's about as straight as it's going to get. So fold that over like so. So that's that bit. Now we're down to step 3. So first we need to put down this bit. Doesn't really, that bit goes at the bottom. So we're going to put 2 dimensionals in the centre on the back of this. And then we want it sort of diagonally on there, it says. Almost diagonally, not quite diagonally. And then we need our big leafy bit, which is shown to put 1 dimensional in the middle, which one big dimensional might fit in the back there. It's going to be hidden by the leaves anyway, so it doesn't quite matter if this one's going to be showing a little bit. So that points that way, that goes there, so that one goes on there like that. Then our 3 leaves, just to put 2 dimensionals on the back of this one. I feel like somewhere there is good. And now let's look carefully where our big pine cone's going down here first. So, big pine cone. So, he points down here like that. A little one. Up here like that. Then we need one more little one. Pointing this way. And then we've got our berries just here. They have got wire on the back of them, which is going to help to some degree. I'm just going to put the glue on the wire, I think, and then shove the wire between the glue both sides. And we've got a teeny tiny gap in the middle of our pine cones here. I'm just going to sort of give it a shove in there and hope for the best. Glue gun's not wanting to stand up again. It's telling me no. My glue stick on it's got too short and I've got a little straggly bit. There we go. Oh, we forgot to tie this bit up here. Rid of all my rubbish. There we go. So this is number 2. I feel like my pine cones are slightly to the left, whereas they should be more central, but it is what it is. So there we go. There are our first 2. Should we just have a quick look at number 3? Oh, what the hell, let's do number 3 as well. Just about got time. So we're going to need a big hoop. Let's put these 2 out the way. There's that one. There's that one. A big hoop. A bow to go at the top of our hoop. We need 1 big and 1 little pine cone. 1 big, 1 little. Some gold berries, and then we need the green leaves. So we're going to need the last piece on that sheet, 1 of these, and then we need our big circle, the one we put back, and a bit more string. So big circle, they can go back in, and they can go back in, we need to measure 18 inches again, don't we? String. My string's all come unwound, hasn't it? Of course it has. Oh, now I've got a knot in it. I don't want to be doing that. Right. I'm going to estimate that's about 18 inches. There we go. String can go to the side. So glue dots. First things first. So yeah, I'm going to put my bumpy bit at the top this time again because our bow's going to be glued onto it, so it'll be hidden. Put glue dot at the top. Glue dot at the, oh, that's not quite straight, is it? Glue dot at the bottom. I feel like that's still not quite straight, but it'll do. Now string. Oh, this string is super fiddly. So while this kit is super duper fun, I am enjoying it. It is the only kit that I know of so far that you need additional things for, so i.e. your glue gun. And I'm 99% sure Stampin' Up! Don't even sell glue guns. Can't say I've ever seen one before. Oh, my knot's not done very tight. It's a good job we're gluing a bow over the top of that, isn't it? We'll put that bit, the loose bit at the front, so that we glue it down firmly with our glue gun. Oh, that bit's not gone in. There we go. Not tied at the top. So circle, dimensionals again. I feel like 5 is a good number, so we're going to stick with the 5. Ah, this one's not coming off. There we go, got it. Come on, peel. Okay. There we go, sandwich those in nicely. So first things first, we need this one here. So when it goes on, it's that way, so we need to put the dimension on this side. It's going to be hidden by the leaves, so it doesn't matter if it's a bit big. We want it sort of like that, I want to say. So then our leaves go this way. So we're going to pop a couple of dimensionals on the back of there. Leaves go this way. I want to see a tiny bit of blue going by my diagram. So there we go, there's that. Then we're going to put big pine cone like that, little pine cone like that, and then our beads go there. Let's do our bow first. Right. So which is the best side of our bow? I feel like this is the back. has got a few little wispy bits on it, but I shall pull those off later because I can't get them at the moment. Oh, had it then. There goes one of the wispy bits, right. So this pine cone next. Put him like that. I am slowly finding these pine cones have better angles to sit sometimes. So if you put it down, it will generally fall to one direction. So the flatter side that it's falling to is the one I'm gluing down now with this one. So I'm learning as the kit goes on. Gives that wire a good coat in glue so it sticks well. And we're going to hide our wire just in between our pine cones like so. There we go. And there's number 3. So I'm just going to find a good place to kind of prop my glue gun again there. And we shall get all 3 of them in. I will get the picture from the front of the kit. So this is number 3 here. This one here is number 2. And then we've got this itty bitty one up here, which is number 1. And there we have it, our 3 Christmas decorations. So I will, in time, possibly with the kids, maybe over the Christmas period when they break up from school, finish off this kit. So we've got all of them made for going on the Christmas tree. But there we go, I've shown you all 3 of them, and I will share a picture of them on my tree at Christmas when we put our tree up. Probably won't be until the beginning of December, which is quite a way off at the moment. We're only the beginning of November, so we've got a month to go. I need to actually get a tree yet. Normally we have a real one, but I am so over the mess that real ones create, so I'm feeling like we don't want to go down that route this year. I don't want the mess. But anyway, so hopefully you've enjoyed watching my video with the Christmas Ornaments Kit, it's called. And just to reiterate what I said before, the only extra thing you will need with this kit is a hot glue gun. So please don't be caught off guard like I was when you buy the kit. It possibly does say online that you will need extra, and I just didn't read it properly until I opened it and went to make it, and I was like, oh, I need a hot glue gun. So again, you need a hot glue gun for this kit. Every other kit, I'm 99.9% sure you do not ever need any other extras for it. That's why I was so caught off guard by the fact that we needed a hot glue gun for this one, because I've never come across a kit that has needed additional supplies to be able to make it. So I hope you've enjoyed watching make these Christmas decorations. I hope you will come back for my next video, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.